weekend for Spring 2021 Women's Division III Varsity. It will be 4 games over 2 days at the Haribo Pool on the campus of Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I should say recently minted Haribo Pool just opened up last week, as Carthage College has a proud partnership with Haribo. There are 4 teams, 4 games, 1 winner. Our 3-time defending champion Macalester College Scots could not play a full schedule this season, so we only have 4 teams in order by seed. Number 1, Austin College. Number 2, Wittenberg University. Number 3, Grove City College. And number 4, the host, Carthage College. Our first game up, which will be in about 13 minutes time, will be host Carthage College against Austin College, all time. The Kangaroos to lead the series 4-0. Carthage College, 8 games, half of them were last week against Macalester College, 2 here in Kenosha and 2 in St. Paul, Minnesota. All were losses. Austin College, though, hasn't played since March 28th, when it finished off a 4-0 weekend with wins over Penn State Maryland, Gannon, Mercyhurst, and a 27-9 win over Grove City. The 27 goals, a program record, only the second times the Roos deposited at least 20. Players that we're going to watch for Austin College, you have Valerie Piachinkina in net. Also you have Lexi Wong, Brooke Lee, Sophie Oliver. List goes on and on. Lexi Wong was March 29th CWPA D3 Player of the Week after a 4-0 weekend on March 27th and 28th with 14 goals that weekend. Piachinkina was that weekend's CWPA D3 Defensive Player of the Week. There you see Piachinkina getting ready with her teammates. This is the first CWPA Women's Division III Varsity Championship Tournament since 2019 due to the coronavirus pandemic, which canceled last season's tournament.
In the Conitzer Aquatic Center on the campus of Carthage College. The NCAA, CWPA, and Carthage College promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators during all athletic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The use of profanity, racial, sexist, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, spectators, student-athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you for your cooperation. Fans, if you need assistance or have any questions, please find a member of the Carthage College event staff located throughout the facility.
And yes, you just heard fans. There have been many tournaments this season in which spectators are allowed. We have a limited spectator capacity here at Haribo Pool. We are so happy that we finally have spectators. We have missed the cheering, the complaining, and the sheer joy of just watching the sport we love, water polo. So in about 10 minutes we will have our first of 4 games, our first of 2 semifinals of the day, which will be top-seeded Austin College taking on the host Carthage College Firebirds. Austin College is 4-2, while Carthage is 0-8. In fact, Carthage has allowed 10 or more goals in 5 straight games. Austin College has scored double figures in 5 straight. That's the longest such streak in program history. Another thing about Austin College, not this week, but last week, the Roos received a top 25 NCAA ranking for the first time in program history. I'm not talking about Division III rankings, I'm talking about the main CWPA NCAA rankings. A big accomplishment for head coach Mark Lawrence, who was the 2019 CWPA Division III Championship Tournament coach of the tournament. Lexi Wong, who I mentioned a couple minutes ago, had been that tournament's rookie of the tournament. She and Brooke Lee, who's currently on the team as well, were first team all-tournament. Another thing that we're going to see in this tournament is a lot of youth. Looking at the rosters, there are a total of, I believe, 3 seniors. Out of all the 4 teams, 3 seniors. Austin College, all are either freshmen, sophomores, or juniors, so this team could be dangerous for years to come. Carthage has just 1 senior, Ariana DeCuris, number 9 in dark. She's a senior from Chicago, Illinois. Wittenberg does not have any seniors. Grove City has Allie Fair Scalise and Heather Russell. That's right, 3 seniors in this 4-team tournament. So youth is served in this one. In a couple minutes' time, we would have rosters being announced. Last time these 2 teams faced, Carthage and Austin, it was back on March 8th, 2020. The Roos defeated the Firebirds 19-6, and that had been the final game of the season, as the season would then be canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Would all student athletes please exit the pool at this time?
Coming up on the CWPA network, it will be our first of 2 semifinals. It will be Austin College and Carthage College in the CWPA Women's Spring 2021 Division III Varsity Championship Tournament.
Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning steak, burning wheels, turning this on, going thing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the CWPA Network broadcast of the Spring 2021 Women's Division III Varsity Championship Tournament hosted by Carthage College. This championship broadcast is brought to you by the Collegiate Water Polo Association and Collegiate Water Polo Association. I'm Scott Samuel David Weiss. It's Saturday, April 17th, 2021. We're at the new Haribo pool on the campus of Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin for our first of 2 semifinals. Game 1 will feature in the dark caps the 4th seed and host Carthage College Firebirds of Kenosha, and in the white caps the top seed of the D3 conference, Austin College Kangaroos. Momentarily we will be having the announcement of rosters. The officials for this tournament: Andy Matson, Nick Cargola, Victor Rorau. Matson is the head official. Carthage College 0-8 on the season. Austin is 4-2. Carthage College coming off a 4-game sweep defeat of McAllister, went 0-4 against
Good morning, ladies and
McAllister.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Haribo Pool in the Conitzer Aquatic Center for today's game between the Austin Kangaroos and the Carthage Firebirds. Fans, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Kangaroos. Number 1, Valerie Pietronkina. Number 2, Shannon Berry. Number 6, Sophie Oliver. Number 8, Molly Corso. Number 9, Presley Woods. Number 10, Madison Taylor. Number 11, Kate Eskew. Number 12, Kylie Noble. Number 13, Aubrey Paskey. Number 14, Lexi Wong. Number 16, Catherine Cox. Number 18, Alyssa Albers. Number 19, Corey McGrath. Number 1A, Erin McCormick. Number 1B, Emily Engberson. Number 4, Maddie Jacks. Number 5, Kendall Tusick. Number 7, Brooke Lee. Number 20, Emily Plashevsky. Number 21, Sammy Feely. And number 22, Alyssa Ross. The Roos are coached by Mark Lawrence, who is assisted by Jeff Passwater. And now for the Firebirds. Number 1, McKenna Sutherland. Number 2, Alyssa Sadovic. Number 3, Izzy Bertaud. Number 4, Taylor Wojtasek. Number 5, Gabrielle Kravesic. Number 6, Savita Chandarana. Number 7, Victoria Hodges. Number 8, Sophie Flott. Number 9, Ariana DeCoris. Number 10, Annika Hogland. Number 12, Kaylee Sadovic. Number 13, Megan Fisher. And number 15, Mary Gargano-Price. The Firebirds are coached by Ryan Castle.
It's time to go 6-on-6 momentarily. Austin College, Carthage College. Tall task for freshman goalkeeper McKenna Sutherland for Carthage, who had to take over for Emma Geronimus, who had been the 2019 CWPA Division III Championship first team goalie. In the first quarter of play, it looks like Austin College in the white will be going left to right, and Carthage College in dark right to left. The officials for this tournament: Andy Matson, Nick Cargola, Victor Rorau is the table official, Matson is the head ref. First meeting between the two schools this season. So Carthage will be in the dark, trying to get off the schneid, 0-8, coached by second-year head coach Ryan Castle. Mark Lawrence, his third season with Austin as the head honcho as a varsity program. Players are about to hit the pool. And in the background, you will be hearing spectators cheer. Throughout this season, we have either restricted or limited spectators. Spectators are limited at a very low capacity here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And it looks like number 2, Alyssa Sayatovic, is going to do the sprint perhaps. If not, it's going to be on the far side. There is McKenna Sutherland, the keeper. Also got number 5, Gabrielle Pavicic. And perhaps Ariana Dakaris, the lone senior in this game. There you get some fist bumps. There's number 7, Brooke Lee. She is a scorer. Also number 10, Madison Taylor. Valerie Piacinquina, a goalie you do not want to mess around with. And there, number 12, Kylie Noble, the freshman out of Argyle, Texas, will do some swimming honors as well. Winner of this game would advance to tomorrow's Division III Championship game, while the team on the other end will play for 3rd place. This is our first of 2 semifinals. Only 4 teams could participate. Penn State Barron had originally planned on making the trip, but could not. Would have originally been the number 4 seed in a 5-team format. Utica College, Connecticut College, Monmouth College, and Macalester College all unable to participate in this tournament. Monmouth College would no longer have varsity water polo at the conclusion of this season. The Cargola will get ready to do the ball sprint. It's Austin College and white swimming left to right, and we are underway, and we're going to reset the scoreboard at 0. Quarter 1. Here in game 1. And it's a good start for the Roos. And it's 1-0. Austin, take a look at this replay. Woo! That was from outside distance. Got the friendly roll from the pipes. Looks like some Carthage College fans are having spectators, and Carthage is having a bit of an interesting formation. They're starting from the backcourt of the pool. Ordinary foul, Carthage in dark, swimming right to left. Did you know that Carthage College, close to 100 years ago, Carthage, actually Kenosha, Wisconsin, had a National Football League team. Finished 0-4-1. There wasn't another season. Taken away close to mid-pool by the Roos. Noble getting guarded, already inside the 2. Sutherland getting ready to defend, and Carthage comes up with the loose change. Minute plus in the game, 1-0 Kangaroos of Sherman, Texas. Austin now having to defend, and that is going to be easy pickings for Piacinquina. Austin College now, that's Lee, taken away by the crossbar. Carthage College at 0-8 is currently on a 9-game losing streak. Hasn't won a game since March 8th of last year, 10-9 at Monmouth. Austin College, meanwhile, is on a 4-game win streak. Last loss had been both ends of a doubleheader on March 14th of this year at then number 17 Pacific. Carthage has an interesting formation the first 20 plus seconds on the shot clock. This is one in which we do not see typically. Do backcourt and try to advance the swimmers. That is a very tactical move. Shot clock was about to expire, and it'll be a shot clock violation. I wonder if having the spectators may have broken the concentration of the Firebirds. About 5 or so minutes left here in the first. 1-0 top-seeded Austin. Firebirds now advancing right to left in dark. Carthage needs to get it back. And unable to get it, it will be an offensive foul. and takes advantage. That's Lee with the goal. 2-0 Austin. Take a look at Lee. Had the right presence of mind. Look, there were a couple defenders, including the goalkeeper. But just a smooth move there by Lee. Brooke Lee. The Firebirds are trailing now by a count of 2-0. Austin College, by the way, is the defending CWPA Division III runner-up at the 2019 tournament. Fell to then top-seeded McAllister, 8-5. McAllister has won 3 straight titles, unable to participate this season, so there'll be a new champion unable to participate in this tournament. McAllister went 4-0 in the regular season, all against Carthage. Set up inside the 2, blocked by the field. That's Pavicic. Gabriel Pavicic. McKenna Sunderland, the freshman out of Lansing, Michigan. 5 straight games Carthage has allowed double figures. And there's another one, a sizzler, to make it now 3-0 Austin. That's Taylor with the goal. Take a look at Madison Taylor. With her right hand, gets one fake. Oh, wow. Right over the 2 Firebirds. So Lee, Taylor, and company showing why Austin College is the number 1 seed, and also why the Kangaroos were a top 25 team last week in the NCAA rankings. And Carthage doing the backcourt press on offense, ahead from Sophie Flott. Here's Kaylee Sayatovic, and unable to do any damage. Pietrikina with the outlet for Austin College, now from the flat, and that is off the top of the crossbar. Goal throw for Sutherland. Carthage has scored 9 or fewer goals in 3 straight games. The Firebirds would like to find anything to get the offense going. And doing the backcourt zone press on offense, if you will. You're watching CWPA Women's Division III Varsity Championship Tournament action on CWPATV.com. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And boy, Carthage really struggling with Austin's defensive scheme. Ryan Castle right now shaking his head on the sidelines thinking, what's going on, ladies? With the left hand off the crossbar to the far side, picked up again by the Kangaroos. Shot clock resets, stolen away by Carthage. Here's Alyssa Sayatovic. She'll feed it ahead, lost the handle, gets it back. It's Annika Dakaris, Ariana Dakaris. Sayatovic. Alyssa, that is. She'll fire. Oh, off the crossbar. Had the distance, though. The first real chance as we are closing in on the waning moments of our opening period here in Game 1 of this 4-game, 2-day tournament. Oh, it gets past the fingers. It's 4-0. Take a look at the goal by Sophie Oliver. Wow, skip shot. Had a lot of turbulence on the spin. Bumpy road. Shot clock again counting down from 35 to 0. Now past mid-pool. Going right to left, Carthage. Most goals Carthage has scored this season have been 13 in the 18-13 loss to McAllister on April 9th. Carthage now trying to set it ahead, but turned over. Pardon. Ordinary foul. Or actually, it's an exclusion foul. It'll be our first power play, but short-lived. If a player gets excluded 3 times, she will no longer be allowed to participate. Set up to the point, the lob picked with the right hand by McKenna Sutherland. Quite noisy here at Haribo Pool in Kenosha, Wisconsin. First quarter. Our first CWPA Division III Championship tournament game since 2019, since we couldn't do it last year. Got the ball under foul. Now we'll fire off the left crossbar. Turnover will go back to Carthage College. About a minute or so left here in the first. 4-0 Kangaroos. Austin College has never scored 20 goals in back-to-back games in its short program history. First season in the CWPA, I believe, was 2019. That season finished second to McAllister. Well, what a stop by Sutherland. Used her head to her advantage. Shot clock resets for Ryan Castle's team. Castle's in the second season. Will set ahead to the left flat. Fired, and Piacinquina stops it before anything else could be thought of it. Valerie Piacinquina will go quickly. Stopped again by Sutherland. It's an interesting formation, having not only the keeper in front of the cage, but also the defender. Carthage last season, before the season ended, I believe 3-4 or 4-3. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. 8 minutes are in the books, and after 1 quarter of play, it's the top-seeded Austin College Kangaroos in the white 4, and the Carthage College Firebirds, the hosts, in the dark, nothing yet.
Hi, I'm Jack Bowen, and here's this week's goalie tip of the week. Today we're going to take a look at attacking a front court offense when you have a right-handed player at the left-handed wing. And one of the things that we want to think about as goalies is always honoring the shooter, but also thinking a half a step ahead of them. So when you have a right-handed player at a bad angle down on this side of the pool, instead of honoring them at the perfect geometric angle here, we can cheat back and still honor the shooter. Because if I'm here and he makes a pass across the field of play, I'm hung out to dry. And so instead, I'm going to cheat off of him a little bit geometrically to here. Now you can see my body's still honoring him. I'm not here or on my back. My shoulders are squared to the shooter. But if I'm in a game situation now and he makes the pass here, I'm on the shooter. Whereas if he shoots, my body is still balanced to make the save. For more goalie tips, check out Collegiate Water Polo Association's video library.
What's your #1 video source for everything water polo? It's the CWPA YouTube channel. Check out Tip of the Week series, inside water moments, highlights, game of the week, and more. Visit youtube.com and search CWPA Water Polo. So Austin College got off to a 4-0 start in the first quarter. Sophie Oliver, Brooke Lee, Madison Taylor. have gotten goals so far. Carthage College hasn't gotten any past the keeper, Pianchinquina. And the winner of this game will take on the winner of our second of two semifinals, Wittenberg and Grove City, in the April 18th championship game. The loser would take the loser of that game for third place. Let's get an update on the CWPA scoreboard and CWPA Women's Division I action. Bucknell defeated Mount St. Mary's in Emmitsburg, Maryland, 20-3. Ooh, a good one in Honolulu. Number 6 Hawaii, a 7-5 win over number 7 UC Irvine, and a good one. This season there have been a lot of great games, a lot of high-scoring games too, which teams combine often for 20 or more goals. In fact, there was a game in CWPA D3 back on March 27th at Grove City in which Wittenberg defeated the Wolverines 23-17. Here's the second quarter sprint, won by number 21, Sammy Fielli. Austin College and White, heading left to White, right and White. Takes it with the left hand, one touch, out of play by Sutherland. A good stop will give them a 2-meter from the one. So 4 in the first for Austin College. The Roos are on offense. Carthage not yet on the board, but definitely in a good presence of mind. We've had trouble getting the ball past the half-distance area. A couple times in the first quarter, basically played what would be essentially a backcourt press for about 20 seconds before advancing ahead. This could really wear down the defense as the game progresses. It also means that no one's really open. Will be an offensive foul turned over to the Kangaroos. 7 or so minutes left here in the first half. Austin College leads it 4-0. Takes the cross. Set up inside, fires and scores! 5-0. That's Madison Taylor with another. Kangaroos surging ahead. Look at Taylor here. Wait for the wickets. Whoop. The arm wickets, that is. You've had 2 potential hands. That was a perfect bullseye. Spectators encouraging the hosts. Back it up on defense. Pavicic. Sutherland with 10 on the shot clock. Now she'll have to outlet. Either that or take it to the corner. You do not usually see a team unable to get a pass out of its own zone as often as Carthage. That's what type of season Ryan Castle has had to face. Inside the 2 now for Austin. Will fake it. Good pickoff there by Taylor Wojtaszek, a freshman, I believe, if it's her. Otherwise, it was Pavicic. Carthage College, just 1 senior on this roster. Mariana Dakaris, the lone senior in this game for either team. 12 on the shot clock now, about 5 or so minutes left in the quarter. We'll lob it ahead. And the officials will signal it back to the Kangaroos of Sherman, Texas. Austin now going left to right and White. Austin coming off a 27-9 win over Grove City on March 28th. Looks like it could have gone for 30 goals after the first half. Does not let it go past. By the way, Grove City has scored at least 9 goals in every game this season. Offensive foul called on Carthage, and the possession will go back to Austin. Whoa, wow. Man, that was swung on with authority. And it's 6-0. Take a look here by Sophie Oliver. Woof. Looked like that net was going to burn out. Mark Lawrence will make wholesale substitutions now. Oliver has a couple. She really wanted to torch that net. And Carthage now in a bit of a danger zone. Had 7 goals in its last game, 2, 5, and 13 respectively in the games before. All losses. Carthage has lost 9 consecutive games. And to correct myself, Carthage was 3-4 last season, lost its final game in the season before the rest of the season had been scrapped. Set up ahead, to the point. Alyssa Sayatovic. If not, that's Victoria Hodges. Set up inside. Less than halfway through. Quarter 2. Austin 6. Carthage and Dart 4-0. The numbers next to the names are the seeds for this tournament. Just a 4-team tournament, originally planned for 5, and we originally planned for 6 games, but we have 4. Set up to the right flat. Takes a dry to wet pass. And that will be deflected, actually scorched out of play, and Sutherland will have the outlook. Out of the top 5 teams from the 2019 CWPA Division III tournament, 3 of 4 are participating. Austin, which finished 2nd, Carthage, which finished 4th, and Grove City, which finished 5th. Wittenberg finished 6th, and we'll have our first timeout of the game with 3:20 to go in the first half. And while we wait, we're going to talk about Polo Cast. Yes, it's a deep dive with prominent people of water polo. It's a podcast we call Polo Cast. We talk about the sport, their lives, who they are, and how they got there. With host George Groves Jr., new episodes are released twice a month. Be sure to check out Polo Cast, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. There's Ryan Castle kneeling, talking to his troops. And the recap, 4 in the first, 2 in the second for Austin College. Sophie Oliver, Madison Taylor, and Brooke Lee are among the goal scorers. Carthage has yet to get on the board. So, this is not the only tournament in the CWPA this weekend. There is also CWPA Division I action at Mount St. Mary's to conclude the Division I schedule. Meaning next weekend, the circumstances permit, we hope to bring you the 2021 Women's CWPA Division I Championship Tournament at University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. April 24th, 4 teams, 4 games, 1 champion. Going to be tough for University of Michigan, which has won a ridiculous 18 or 19 consecutive conference games, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't lost the conference play since 2018. And I don't see Michigan at this point slowing down anytime soon. Now, Austin College coming out of the timeout. as Mark Lawrence needed a breather, and Valerie Pianchinkina has it. Pianchinkina, second team All CWPA Division III West in 2019. She has a very good case to be first team All Conference. Help guide this Austin squad to where it's at right now. Sails out of play, and under 3 minutes to go in the first half, will be a goal throw for McKenna Sutherland. Now out ahead inside 2 meters. And a ball under was forced in Carthage College on the wrong end. Shannon Berry now in the game. Will cross it up to the left flat. Skip shot right at Sutherland. Our game after this one scheduled for 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. 2 seed Wittenberg, 3 seed Grove City. Grove City and Wittenberg faced twice this season. Both teams scored double figures in both games. Wittenberg scored at least 20 though in both. Sutherland breaking it back. He's going to have to hurl the pearl right now. 4 in the shot clock. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Nothing doing. It's at least the second 35-second violation of the game for the Firebirds. That was fired off the top of the crossbar for the Kangaroos. A reset for Austin College. Austin College started the season 0-2, have won 4 straight, and that's heading to Sherman, Texas. Carthage going right to left here. Good opportunity inside the 2, no whistle. Spinning around, and there's the first goal of the game for Carthage. And that's the lone senior of the game, Ariana Dakaris. Look at her. Feeding it. Access granted. Boy, the fans here are pleased with that one. Dakaris ends Austin College's 6-0 run to begin the game. And the reset, 4 in the first, 2 in the second for Austin College, 0 in the first, 1 in the second for Carthage. But Austin now wanting that lead to increase back to 6. 18 on the shot clock, about a minute or so left in the first half. Thinking about it, will shoot. Won't budge this time. Cannot get room service. There may be a possession or 2 left here for Carthage in the first half. Again playing the backcourt pool press. Holding on to the ball. Trying to exhaust the defense. 13 now on the shot clock. Ryan Castle did not like what he saw and will call timeout. The first of the game for Carthage College. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. And make sure to check us out on Twitter at CWPA Water Polo. Why would you want to do that? You can get all of the latest updates of what is happening around the Collegiate Water Polo Association. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at CWPA Water Polo, and be sure to check out our YouTube page for tons of great water polo content. So the score is Austin College in white 6, Carthage College in dark 1. This is the Spring 2021 Women's Division III Varsity Championship Tournament at Haribo Pool in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And right now, the catalysts, Sophie Oliver, Brooke Lee, and Madison Taylor for Austin College, and Ariana Dakaris, the senior out of Chicago, as the lone goal for Carthage. Interesting to mention, unless otherwise mentioned, There might not be anyone on this Carthage squad that's from Wisconsin, unless Wojtasek or Pavicic are from the state of Wisconsin. No, they're not. There are 0 players on this Carthage roster from Wisconsin, so Ryan Castle really had to spam the country. Mostly Illinois, Michigan, Colorado. Got Michigan, Arizona. For Austin College, got a lot from California, Florida, and Texas. Got a couple from Illinois and Florida. But out of Texas, there were a few players from Flower Mound, including Brooke Lee, Catherine Cox, and Corey McGrath. But Ryan Castle will have the ball back to his team. 5 on the shot clock. Under 50 seconds left. Will be jumped ahead, but it won't be enough time. Would have been a shot clock violation. We'll go back to Austin. Shot clock unplugged. Doesn't matter. Austin College can't be stopped. And it's 7-1 now. Kangaroos. Madison Taylor does it again. And we'll take a look at this. Look, it looked like it was going to go right over her. Right over the outstretched arms of Sutherland. So under 20 seconds left in the first half, and Carthage College has a lot to make up in terms of ground. At the half distance area, taken by the Kangaroos. Time is about to expire here. Is there enough time to get a shot? We'll fire. Out of play. Should be a 2-meter. No, it will be a goalie ball. And that will do it for the first half of play. 16 minutes in the books. 4 in the first, 3 in the second for Austin College. 1 goal by Oliver, 2 for Taylor that second quarter. The Carthage got the Firebirds on the board for Carthage, but through 2 8-minute periods of play. It's top-seeded Austin College in white, 7. And 4-seed and host Carthage College in dark 1. Now let's send it over for a Cap 7 tip of the week for goalies.
Hi, I'm Jack Bowen, and here's this week's goalie tip of the week. Today we're going to talk about communication from the goalkeeper position. And this is really as much about leadership. I want to focus on 3 quick things for goalies to take into the goal so they can start communicating effectively with their teammates. First of all, personalize your communication. Look at the difference between the goalie who's floating the goal yelling, red, yellow, back, versus Joe, back! That's the kind of communication we want. A really quick sound, calling a teammate's name if possible, letting them know exactly what you need from them. So secondly, one of the most important things I think we can do as goalkeepers, right out of the gates, to establish what I call a culture of trust, is taking ownership of goals scored. Our job is not to place blame on who made a mistake, because typically a lot of people made a mistake for a goal to be scored, including the goalkeeper. And so one recommendation, first practice out of the gates, when a goal is scored that was your responsibility, maybe it's a cross-cage shot when your field player is taking off the near side. Hey, Jeff, great shot blocking, that's mine. So this does 2 things. First, it lets Jeff know in that situation when the ball's at X4, he should be blocking strong side, and Jack, the goalie, is responsible for cross-cage. But more importantly, it sends a message to the team. I'm here as part of this team defense, and we're in this together. Because inevitably, Jeff is going to make a defensive error at some point in the next day, week. And you can say to Jeff, hey Jeff, remember when we're at X4, you got to take strong side. He and your team now knows Jack's not blaming me or trying to shift the blame to me. He's reminding me, I have this, he has that. And what that starts to do is create this culture of trust and a team-oriented defense, that we're taking responsibility and letting everyone know when a shot that should have been blocked was not. And lastly, one of the favorite bits of advice that I got from my coach at Stanford, when I got to Stanford, Dante said to me, "Jack, I want you to come up with an alarm sound." And I thought, this is not what I was really hoping for. What do you mean? Every time the ball turns over, come up with an alarm. So I'm going to share it with you, and you're free to use it. I came up with, "Here we go." And here's the beauty of this. Every single time that ball turned over, whether it was a steal from the weak side, a shot that went over the goal that wasn't touched, an offensive, whatever it was, "Here we go!" And all 6 of the teammates took the first stroke. And as you know, counterattack is about outreacting the guy that you're guarding. And they got to understand that every single time, and this happened every single time in practice, they heard Jack's alarm sound, they could put their head down and take the first stroke. And so here we have another facet of goalkeeping I think is really exciting if you take seriously, that you are responsible for communicating and for leading and developing your own sort of leadership, whatever that may be. And something...
Back here in Kenosha, Wisconsin, we go to our third quarter of play. Top-seeded Austin College leading 4-seed and host Carthage 7-1. Scott Samuel David Weiss here on the CWPA Network, calling the action from the CWPA office of Bridgeport, Pennsylvania, to be in compliance with health and safety protocols. Number 10, Annika Hogland, a freshman out of Mesa, Arizona, will be doing the sprint honors for Carthage, as Nick Cargalla will be dropping the rock. It's Austin and White heading left to right with it. Here is Brooke Lee, who is dribbling left to right quite swiftly. Mary Sutherland defending the pipes for Carthage. Outside 6-meter area, now to the left flat. Austin College with 4 in the first, 3 in the second. 5 straight games with double figures. Setting it back up top, and Sutherland will break it down. Against Division III opponents, whether non-conference or in-conference, Austin College has scored 10 or more goals, has allowed 9 or fewer goals in 14 consecutive games against Division III opponents. I'm including a 17-4 win non-conference that was back on March 27th against host Penn State Berwyn. Under 10 in the shot clock for Carthage. And had this problem during the first half, could not get it out of its own zone. Piachikina will have it back for the Kangaroos. Austin College looking to get to the CWPA Division III Championship game for the second straight time. There was no tournament last year due to the pandemic, but lost 8-5 in the CWPA Division III title game to McAllister in 2019. Take the shot, not buying it this time. Cash not checked. And it looks like Carthage will try to advance ahead. But again, it looks like a backcourt pull press. Last week, played 4 games in 2 days. April 9th, 2 games here in Kenosha against McAllister. 2 days later, 2 games in St. Paul, Minnesota at Riley Pool against the host Scots. And that'll be a shot clock violation. At least 4 in this game already for Ryan Castle's squad. Now ahead, Austin College, which last week was ranked in the NCAA top 25. And if you want to find out about CWPA rankings, you can go to CWPA's website, collegiatewaterpolo.org, and click on polls for varsity. There is Hogland at the right flat. Hogland backing up, lost the handle, picked off. That was by Kate Escud, a sophomore from Highland Village, Texas. And dribbling now left to right and white. Thinking about it ahead, but not ready to pull the trigger yet. Alyssa Ross. Ross now ahead. Go back the cross. That's Maddie Jacks. Jacks can't jack it up. Gets the ball stolen and pokes it home. That is a big gaff. And Austin makes Carthage pay. It's now 8-1. My oh my. You gotta be alert. So here is Jacks. Look at this. Wow, did you see? From the left side. Just had it taken away. And just fell asleep at the wheel. And that's why Austin College has this big of a lead. It's been that type of season for Carthage College. The good news is, this isn't the only game of the tournament for Carthage. Win or lose, will either be first place or third place games, so still plenty of time to make it up. Although if you want to come back, you have to get shots off. That was a good opportunity though. That was from way beyond 6 meters. Good feed now to Alyssa Ross. Ross now sets up to the point. Inside the 2, near the hole. Backs it up. It will actually be the first power play opportunity of the game for Austin College. There have only been a couple of power plays now in this game. So the good news is there have been a lot of fouls. Austin College looking to get 10 or more goals for the 6th straight game. Good stop there by Sutherland. Now Austin College, though, has defeated teams other teams could not. Well, Mercyhurst and Gannon on March 27th. Austin College beat Gannon on March 27th, 11-10. Defeated Mercyhurst on the 28th, 11-9. Wittenberg lost to Mercyhurst 17-5 on March 13th. Grove City lost 26-10 to Mercyhurst on March 13th. Whistles all around right now. It's a whistle factory, and it looks like we have a timeout called by Mark Lawrence. So we are past close to the halfway point, maybe about 5 or so minutes left in the third. Score is now 8-1 in favor of Austin College. If you are enjoying the action you have seen this season or enjoying today's action, make sure that you keep checking CWPATV.com for upcoming streams, and be sure to check out CollegiateWaterPolo.org for schedule updates and for all things water polo. All regular season remote broadcasts are now free of charge, courtesy of the CWPA. So 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third for Austin College, and for Carthage, just a doctorous score in the second. 3:25 to go in the third. It's hard to believe that this season is nearing the end. May have said this earlier, but on the CWPA scoreboard, Bucknell defeated Mount St. Mary's 20-3, so Bucknell needs to defeat St. Francis in order to get the second seed in next weekend's CWPA Division I tournament. Rebecca Williams had 9 saves, though, in the 20-3 defeat to Bucknell for the Mount. So Austin College trying to make its second straight appearance to the title game. That was as a free seed. Carthage College actually made it to the semifinals of 2 seasons ago. D3 Championship tournament, defeating previously unbeaten in the conference Grove City, which was the 2 seed. So Austin College out of its second timeout with the ball and close to 3 minutes to go. Has that off the crossbar. Second effort! Oh, that was a windy heave. So not on the watch of Sutherland. Now just waiting out the clock again. It's impressive that the score is 8-1. It was 7-1 at halftime. 4-0. From long distance, brought back like a pinball machine. Valerie Piacenchina with the lengthy outlet inside 6 meters with the egg beater to the back. Now setting inside to the hole, trying to get a backhand, lost the handle. Ordinary foul called. Kangaroos have it back. Carthage College, the host of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Austin College of Sherman, Texas. Blocked by the wall of Sutherland. Actually, that was a field player and Sutherland. Kaylee Thyatovic. Now the half distance here at Haribo Pool. But broken up and confiscated. And an exclusion foul. Austin College will be on its second power play. 6-on-5 for 20 seconds. Barry. Now up top, that was Oliver. Set inside, beautiful execution and a finish. And it's now 9-1 Kangaroos. And we're going to take a look here momentarily. That might have been Wexie Wong. We got the handle and got the dish off and the connection. Wexie Wong, CWPA Offensive Division I Player of the Week from March 29th. Had 14 goals in 4 games the weekend of March 27th and 28th of this season. And she is a major reason why Austin College has been in a groove recently. And there is goal number 10 for the Kangaroos, the 6th straight game of such feat. And that's Long again. This time she approaches it and lets her presence known. I'm coming. And I'm going to score again. So 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third for the Kangaroos. So it appears at this point Austin College is destined to improve to 5-2, have a 5-game win streak, and move on to the title game, while Austin College's opponent, Carthage College, would likely go for 3rd place tomorrow, April 18th. That would be at around 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Now to the right flat, Sammy Fielli. Shot clock's unplugged. Does Carthage have one last gasp, heading right to left and dark? Kaylee Thyatovic. And boy, the fans are anticipating another offensive potential surge. But that play is waved off. Austin College heading left to right. Sorry for the technical difficulties momentarily. We are back up. And there's a goal there for Taylor. It's 11-1. Madison Taylor, take a look here. Swish. That was also off the fingertips. About 6 seconds left here in the third. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. Top-seeded Austin College is 8 minutes away from booking its second straight trip to the Women's Division III Championship title game.
Cap 7 is a small company that started out of the back of our garages, and we were doing clinics and camps around the country. We pride ourselves as a company with Cap 7 and Turbo to sponsor as much and give back to the sport as much as we can. Last year we gave over $250,000 back to the sport, and all our products are built by water polo players and for water polo players.
You're watching the CWPA broadcast brought to you by Cap 7.
Hi, I'm Wolf Weiger with Cap 7. There's one more quarter to go in this game. Fourth quarter coming up now.
The Alumni Initiative is an important program established by the CWPA. We're asking graduating seniors to get involved after their collegiate seasons are done. There are 4 ways to get involved. Become a referee, mentor, coach, or financial supporter. By engaging our alumni after graduation, we can add programs, make playing more fun, and reduce costs. If you or someone you know is interested, contact the phone number on your screen, 610-277-6787, or send an email to office@collegiatewaterpolo.org. It's been all Austin College in this one. Thanks to Sophie Oliver, Brooke Lee, Madison Taylor, Wixie Wong and company. They have been the catalysts for Mark Lawrence's Kangaroos in the Whitecaps, while Carthage College in Dart, just a goal by Dakaris, the lone senior in the pool. You see Brooke Lee, number 7, in there. Now goalie 1B is in the game. Emily Engberson, the freshman from Copper Canyon, Texas, in relief of Valerie Piachinka after a job well done in this one. And we'll have our second of 2 semifinals to come at around 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. 2-seed Wittenberg, 3 seeds Grove City. Wittenberg 5-1, Grove City 3-5. Austin College gets the tip. Now half distance near the left flat is Austin College. Sending up inside. Will fire again into the arms of Sutherland. Two seasons ago, Carthage was the 7th seed of the 10-team CWPA Division III Championship tournament, won 2 games, including 9-6 over 2-seed Grove City before losing its next 2 games of the championship tournament to finish in 4th place. Engberson now with the outlet. Engberson doesn't see a lot of time, but she'll be happy to take whatever she gets. And Austin will be happy to get whatever it gets right now. Extra insurance, it's 12-1. Well done for Corey McGrath. And the freshman out of Flower Mound connects. Take a look here. Wow. Again, another difficult shot through 2 defenders through their fingertips. Boy, Ryan Castle's going to look at this after and say, wow, how were they able to do all of that? Those were tough moves. Kaylee Sayatovic now ahead and taken away by the Austin College defense. Engberson now at the outlet. Out to Maddie Jacks. Fortunately for Carthage, no one else on defense was there. Minute in, and it is now 12-1 in favor of Austin. This is Women's Varsity Division III Championship Tournament, hosted by Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin, April 17, 2021. taken away by the Roos. Thinking about it, slam at home. Splash landing. And that's Maddie Jacks. It's 13-1. Take a look at Jacks here. Trying to jack it up with nothing but nylon. Jacks doesn't get too many scores in play, but she'll take what she gets. And it's now top-seeded Austin College in the white 13, fourth-seeded and host Carthage College in the dark 1, with less than 6 minutes to go in regulation. Hopefully, in the 2021-22 school year, we can have more games played. In fact, we are already discussing the possibility of having men's club games for fall 2021. In fact, starting Monday, April 19th, we plan on having the Southeast Florida, Atlantic, Mid-Atlantic, and Heartland divisions to have potential club conference calls for men. Ordinary foul. Well, actually, take a look at this play. Look at that stop. That was not an ordinary foul. That was a 2-meter. And Austin College will be on the 6-on-5 right now. 20-second power play, a fresh 35. No need, no particular hurry to score. Jacks. Taking up top, back to Maddie Jacks. 3 players out in the cage, out in front. Sharing is caring. Austin College can't be denied yet again. And take a look at Corey McGrath with her second of the quarter. That did not take long. If that was from the inside, that would be called a greenie. 5:07 to go in regulation. 14-1 in favor of Austin here at Haribo. And while we wait, let's talk about Haribo. Because there's actually a unique partnership with that company. Haribo just last week made a splash at Carthage. It's not every day. A press conference includes gummy cannonball and gummy bears. Carthage and Haribo of America announced a multi-year partnership on April the 8th, April the 7th, of last week. That would establish the Haribo Scholars Fund, providing financial aid and educational opportunities for Carthage students from Wisconsin and Illinois. It was held on the deck of this new pool. Kicked off with a series of dives, forward backflips, and other acrobatic leaps from members from the men's and women's swim and dive teams. And boy, that's going to be a very nice program for years to come. Congratulations to Carthage and Haribo on striking that deal. So, brand new complex. Basically, or partnership, that is. I'm glad that we can have the tournament here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Carthage with about 5 minutes left in the game. Down big time. It was 11-1 entering the quarter. It's now 14-1. Now inside, will fire and flushes it again. This time it's Kendall Katusek. Katusek toots the horn, buries the hatchet. And again, Carthage has done so much of that. 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 4, and at least 4 right now in the fourth, it appears. Score is 15-1. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. As Carthage College unable to beat the shot clock. It's at least the 5th shot clock violation perhaps here. Engberson now. Players could either sit or stand on the sidelines. And goalies are allowed to cross the half-distance line. Slammed with the back door. And it's 16-1 now, Austin College. Or did it count? Now, I don't know if it counted, because we didn't get a replay. So at least 15-1. Sorry for any scoring inaccuracies. Shot clock violation again. So about 3 or so minutes in this game. Austin College ahead, big time. And boy, getting a nice push ahead. And that will not count. They had a couple of close calls for Carthage. Trailed 7-1 at halftime. Have come nowhere close since. Picked off by the Kangaroos. So Austin College, it appears, heading to its 2nd straight Division III title game. And we're going to momentarily take a look at Molly Corso's tally. Corso getting in on the action. And boy, there have been a lot of those type of shots in this game. 16-1. 2:35 left. Wire-to-wire lead. And it appears Austin College will be going for championship title number 1 in its 2nd ever attempt. Came up on the short end of an 8-5 game by McAllister College 2 seasons ago. Backhanded, and Engberson waves it off. And I think Mark Lawrence will call his final full timeout unless he does a 30-second. Take a look here. Oh, just a little bit too wide. Oh, that was too wide, rather. Not a little bit. And it is now 16-1 in favor of Austin College. And I'd like to let you know that Cap 7 is the premier water polo provider, specializing in all your water polo needs. Visit cap7.com to find the gear you need to take your game to the next level. Cap 7 is a proud sponsor of the CWPA network. So Carthage in dark, Austin in white. We're at Haribo Pool, which last Thursday, and the ribbon cutting for this nice complex to reveal the partnership with Haribo. And this is only a 2-game day. Originally we had 4 games today, 2 tomorrow, but with Penn State Barron withdrawing, the seedings didn't change that much. The only affected seed was Carthage moving from the 5 to the 4 seed, since Penn State Barron would have been the 4. Anyway, Grove City still 3, Wittenberg still 2, and number 1 would be Austin College. Now, Wittenberg and Grove City should be a tremendous game, because in the 2 matchups this season between the 2 teams, Wittenberg won 20-11 and 23-17. So expect goals early and often. In fact, Grove City is the only team in this 4-team field to have won the CWPA Division III title. Those were 3 times back in 2010, 2011, and 2012. In fact, in the 2012 season, that was Jocelyn Bernhardt's, I believe, freshman year at Grove City. She is currently in her second season coaching her alma mater, Wolverines. So it should be a fun one to come in a couple hours at around 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. Here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So Mark Lawrence has used all his timeouts. He'll also rest his team. It's going to be a nice trip back to the lodging quarters. And we'll be preparing for tomorrow's scheduled title tilt against either Wittenberg or Grove City. Austin College heading left to right in white. Now trying to spin around. Austin College will improve to 5-1 on the season and 3-1 all time in this tournament. And look at that! That was heading to the rocket ship land. Wow. Sophie Oliver getting another. And look at that cannon. And boy, didn't have anywhere else to go but the corner. Otherwise, could have handed across the map of the country. Limited time left here in the game. 17-1 in favor of top seeded Austin. Believe 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the third, and 6 in the fourth. 0-0-1, 0-1-0-0 for Carthage. The lone goal by Dakaris in the second. This is a season low if it stays this way in terms of goals. Season high had been an 18-13 loss to McAllister on April 9th. Actually, April 7th was earlier last week. Last Wednesday. Not last Thursday. Now, McKenna Sutherland, the freshman from Lansing, Michigan, taking her time with the ball. Been over a handful of shot clock violations in this one. Austin College has never trailed. The shot clock violations have been Carthage. So it would appear that Austin College in the April 18th first place game would be wearing the dark caps. And either the winner, which would be Grove City, or Wittenberg, would be in the white. Whoever wins Wittenberg Grove City would play the winner of this game. The loser of that game would play the loser of this game. Shot clock is unplugged. We'll see if Carthage could get one to end the game here. Engerson out in front. You bet. You do not want the game to end on a sour note. That's a high note. Well done for Izzy Bertod. Izzy Berto. Look at her. Wide open on the left side. Her first of the game, the junior out of Denver, Colorado. Gives the fans some reason to cheer. And that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Final score. Top seeded Austin College 17. 4 seed Carthage in white 2. How about Sophie Oliver, Brooklyn, Madison Taylor, Wexie Long? They've had multiple goals. Don't forget Corey McGrath, Maddie Japs, Kendall Katusik, Molly Corsel. They've also scored. Dakaris and Berto had the goals. And you see Ryan Castle there discussing, alright, this wasn't their game. This is what we need to do next. And with that, we thank you very much for tuning in to the CWPA Network's coverage of Game 1. Final score is Austin College in white 17, the top seed, and the 4 seed Carthage College in dark 2. The next game up is scheduled for 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock p.m. Central, between number 2 seed Wittenberg Tigers and number 3 seed Grove City College Wolverines. Stay tuned and don't forget to check us out on collegiatewaterpolo.org to stay up to date on league news, schedules, and new initiatives. Again, the final score in Game 1. Let's make it a final, ladies and gentlemen. Final score, if we can get the scoreboard right, is 17 for Austin College, 2 for Carthage and Dark. I'm Scott Samuel Ice. Stick around. We have more CWPA Women's Division III 2021 Championship Tournament action to come on the CWPA Network.